Y'all know before I answer my for life is out there. Hope you guys having a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Now, at the end of the day, I always felt some type of way in regards to Chrisean Rock and how she behaved and conducted herself during her pregnancy. And a lot of people turn to God when they just want to get a different response, but they really don't stay the course by obeying the law, statutes, and commandments. When you go to these prosperity pastor churches that just believe in you giving tithes, going to Jamal Bryant, who is a wolf in sheep's clothing, Mike Todd, who is literally full of blasphemy, goes against the Bible, talking about something he with God, he'll make a third kind of person, like a third individuals for the LGBT questioning God's creation. You have a lot of people out there that are just full of shit. And for her to go on there, to me, just showed me a lot about her, because no truth resides in none of those individuals. But for the child, I just hope that she was using every last resource and surround herself with individuals that wanted the best outcome for him. This to me was tragic. And I hate to see a child, innocent child, go through anything like that. And then people just quickly forgiving people. Everybody runs to God when they do something wrong because they're looking for some type of security blanket. Church has become this refuge for people to run to hide. It's full of hiders. Let's get right.
Or when you saw the baby on the other side come out looking kind of Charles Barkley-ish.
What does that mean?
Well, at one point he even said that he thinks that the baby might be Charles Barkley's baby. I think he was kidding.
I think that I would hope that he's kidding. I think that it's hard for me to.
What kind of car do you drive?
A 2022 Tesla.
I'll speed this up, but that is crazy.
Like, you know, that baby was had on me, so it's hard for me to have some type of opinion about what's going on because I'm just like, I don't wish no ill on. I don't wish no ill on anybody or even a baby in particular. I want things to work out the best that they can work out because some stuff is just not okay. You know what I'm saying? And as a mother, I don't agree with all his decisions, like, you know, posting certain stuff or, you know, whatever, or saying certain stuff about.
Yeah, she's talking about when he posted Junior's private area. Due to his influence over Chrisean Rock and all the other aspects Blueface had at that particular time before he even went in to prison, he had the ability to do that himself. He literally went to the house and picked up the baby and didn't even take him to the hospital or nothing. Sometimes people are doing things because they have soul ties instead of doing things out of the care for the child. A lot of people use children as a way to keep them connected to the other individual. They can keep inserting themselves to that person's life because y'all have something together that unfortunately can't be undone unless there's some tragedy and you don't even want to think that route. But it's truly sad that people have children just to trap individuals and to try to use it as a weapon against somebody else. Craziness.
About a baby. I don't agree with everything he's done. No, I don't, because I'm a mother. But I do want things to get settled and taken care of.
Right.
That in the best way that they can.
Right.
I feel like that's all I can do because it's hard for me to even be sympathetic because it was happened to me and on me rather than me just like being a fan that's seeing it. And obviously if you're a fan, you're kind of more like.
Yeah, exactly. She's trying to say due to how the situation came about, he basically cheated on her with Chrisean. And obviously she has ill will towards the situation, but doesn't want to have ill will towards the baby because the baby is innocent. That's what she keeps saying. As a mother, she can't really try to think anything to be bad, in that sense, because she's a mother at the end of the day. But she just like, she wishes the best for that child. She doesn't agree with his actions, but she can never wish anything bad on the child.
What's going on? But me, I'm kind of like, I want it to work out the best way that it can.
My whole thing is that I'm willing to accept people being drug addicts, smoking weed, drinking all the time, whatever you want to do. But when you get to the point where your desire to get fucked up is greater than your desire to have a healthy baby, that to me is probably like one of the most evil things that I could imagine a person doing, is like knowingly creating a situation in which their kid's probably going to have issues, at the very least, that are going to affect them for all of time. I mean, maybe I'm lucky because I've been surrounded by women who take their motherhood pretty seriously.
Yeah.
But to me, that is just like so beyond the pale of what I could ever accept for somebody. That is just so.
I mean, I agree.
And I know you're hesitant to like fully cast judgment and everything. And obviously, like, you got to just love the kid no matter what.
Yeah.
But that, like, even just seeing people make jokes about it. I mean, I guess I can't blame them for making jokes.
The jokes are, it's really out of pocket, because at the end of the day, that's, you know, that's a human being that's, you know, it is suffering in more ways than one. And I mean, there's nothing that.
You know what kills me too in this situation? You got so many people not holding Chrisean Rock accountable. Like, they're not holding accountable at all. Just because he went to Mike Todd Church and spoke to Jamal Bryant and did a stupid song, y'all just quick to change it because you're a fan, but not realizing that somebody can put an innocent child's life at risk. I'm talking about, and do it willfully, without a care in the world, and don't realize that you affect somebody's entire life. Just imagine that. Imagine if your parent did that to you, and then turn around with the church for 2 months, 3 months, and then act like everything all good when your whole life is affected. Ain't nothing funny about it whatsoever. I don't know about y'all, but that shit to me is just madness. I can't even look at Chrisean Rock the same, because she's not going to obey the law, statute, commandments of God. She ain't fully turning her life around, separating herself from anything wicked, not going away to wicked, sitting in the seat of the scornful, eating of the scroll, examining yourself daily. She's not doing that. She offends these little ones. Offended the little ones. I mean, goddamn. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, because it's a reminder, and people are going to see more and more as time passes by. I'm going to keep saying, as time passes by, you can only do so much hiding. That's all I'm going to say. You can only hide for so long. That boy's well over the age of 1 in a couple of months. And I don't find that shit the slightest funny or cute in any aspect. And people need to stop with the nonsense. But who shall offend these little ones which believe in me? It were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea, rather than offend one of these children, these innocent children. It's sad to me, and I don't really fuck with it at all. But that's nonsense.
That us outsiders can do, really, to help the situation. So we all just kind of have to just hope for the best. But it is hard to watch. I will say that it is hard to watch.
Yes, and she's a mother. She know what time it is. And everybody got children out there like me, understands that situation. I hate people that's vouching, making it seem and appear as if everything's all ain't nothing all good. And if you give a damn about children, you'll fight for children. But if you're a fanned out fool, all you continue to do is push a narrative that ain't real. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments. And I'm up out of there.